Hey guys, how's it going? It's Power Gaming 8590 here, and today we are going to be checking out a verified creation called Build Kit Rusty Shack by Andrew CX. This does cost 100 creation credits and it is available on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Finally, something for the PlayStation players out there. So what this verified creation does is it adds in a pile of Rusty Shack themed items to your workbench to craft in your settlements. So I did go ahead, I turned God mode on, so we have infinite crafting items, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of them. And while we are getting to them, if you would be so kind as to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, we are working towards our goal of 500 subscribers. At the time of recording, we are at a little over 400, and it would be greatly appreciated. Now, getting into things without further ado, looks like the start of our stuff is under structures, metal, and that's what I have for notes. So we're gonna just, I guess, look through stuff and see what comes up. That doesn't seem very rusty. That's rusty. There we go. Alright, so here's some of our rusty items. We have a doorway. Go ahead and place that down. Some floor and roof section. Looks like a circular floor and roof. Some hallways, the end of a hallway, a little arch, and wall and roof for the side. So it comes with a little bit you can build with in there. And we'll go on to floors. Shack floor, that seems very rusty. Very rusty foundation. Don't know if I'd trust that so much. It looks like a rusty stairwell based off the wood stairwell. So that is also interesting. And an upper floor for a shack that is, well, very rusty. Walls, we got some rusted security fencing. I actually kind of like that one. That one seems pretty neat. Security fencing doorway. A narrow section. Okay, so we could build... and windows. So you could build like a security fence around a military-style structure. And this stuff here all looks to be vanilla. Oh, and some more stuff. Some rusty walls. A shack wall that's all rusted. A doorway to the circular thingy-mabob. The tube there. Then some rusty doorways and shack parts. Looks to be like they took a lot of the wooden shack parts and the metal parts you could already use and just kind of retextured them is what it appears. Let's check roofs. Do we have any rusted roofs? We do. We have this one here and then a flat roof. What about stairs? Any rusty stairs? We do. We have a rusty metal staircase. Can put down. We'll scrap that. A short rusty staircase and a small rusty staircase, which do definitely appear to be based off of the wooden ones, just with a metal texture on them. Now, it does also come with some spots for the wooden shacks as well. So it just says under structures wood in my notes. So let's just scroll till we come across something. Nothing in prefabs. I'm not seeing anything in floors. Walls, maybe? I'm not seeing anything in walls either so far. Nope, nothing in walls. What about roofs? Is it roofs or roofs? I don't know. Miscellaneous. Okay, so we got a pallet. Another type of pallet. One that's less destroyed. And a random board. Which all do have proper collisions. So that's what you get with those, is some pallets. And I didn't see anything else. It said there was supposed to be something for the actual structures. But... it says walls. Wait, is this it? I think I missed it. Yeah, okay, so we got a couple random wood pieces here towards the end. Okay, so there, yeah, it's just a couple random wood walls added in. Nothing too crazy. So then it says the next thing we have is some stuff under fences, according to my notes. And then junk fences. So it says. Alright, so we got a gate, corner. That's not part of the mod. There's creation club stuff. Alright, here we go. So we've got a medieval. Well, wait, is that part of it? I don't think that's part of it. I think that's from my decorations mod I was running for building the battle arena. I think that's what most of those are for, because this is supposed to be Cinderblock walls, which would be these. So this is part of the actual mod here, these cinder blocks in the different shapes. And then the two junk fences. Okay, yeah, this is the stuff that's part of that. The other stuff at the beginning I was scrolling through there was from a different settlement mod I have installed. Like I was saying, for the battle arena I'm building for when we are testing out weapon mods. So we have that one. It says there's also some furniture included under beds, chairs, and shelves. Beds. See what all we got. Those are not from the mod. This should be towards the end. Okay, here we go. So we've got this double bed and then a rusty bunk bed for that. And let's see, chairs. So it says we have some new chairs to check out. All right, let's try to scroll towards the end. I'm unsure as to how many chairs there are. Maybe we'll get there eventually. I have so much stuff for decorating. You see, I love building settlements. I'm not very good at it, but I love just making nice little houses. Alright, here they are. We've got the sun loungers, which should be part of this one. Sun lounger. And some more sun loungers. I think the crate is part of this as well. Don't quote me on that. That might be from something different. It's what I get for having everything installed on this one save. Either way, I don't think anybody's buying this for the chair. And also says there are some shelves. So let's go ahead and scroll on through. Should be towards the end. Here they are, these rusty, falling apart shelves that you see around the base game, and it's getting dark out. All right. And then we also have some wall signs, it says, so that would be under decorations wall. Flags. Does it say where else? It just says decorations wall, so that's not very helpful. I'm guessing it's going to be here because it does say that it's a wall decoration and it's a sign. So let's get through to the end. No, it's not. 9 additional wall signs. Yeah, that's where you'd think they would be, is signs. But I'm not seeing them. Unless they're mixed in. Either way, those do exist somewhere. I just can't seem to find them in the build menu. So, backing out from there, we also have some crates and pallets under Miscellaneous Decorations. So you can build them through here as well. Where are they? Maybe we'll get there someday. Yeah, I have a lot of settlement items for decorating. I really wanted to make this battle arena look epic. I'm not going to use all of these in it, obviously, but Alright, I think we went past them there, but... Okay, here we go. Wooden crates. Got a fridge, a barrel, and those are the decorations. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to go rest until morning, just so that way we can actually see what we are doing. And then I can give you my final thoughts on this build pack. One other thing this does also come with is you can plant wild plants that function as food for your settlers, but if you as the player character go and harvest them, you get the wild variants. I don't know if there's much of a benefit to that, but that's what it comes with. Alright, now that we're here in the morning, we can take a closer look at some of these items. Let's see, we got, yep, the stairs. They're definitely, well, stairy. Got some loungers and some the crates. Yeah, I mean, I might as well just get into my final thoughts here. There's not much really to cover with this one. So my thoughts on this one are as follows. It's all vanilla objects, just reskinned. It's very cheap, though, at $1. It is decently immersive, because everything would be relatively rusty and not perfect. I mean, it's been outside in the weather. You're building with scraps in-game. So is it worth it? Honestly, I don't know. I'm gonna go with no, just because I'm pretty sure you can get shelves from several free settlement mods. That's just kind of a reskin of the bunk bed, and this is just a worn down vanilla asset in the workshop, so that could also probably be in a free mod. More than likely this is in Homemaker, that's in Homemaker, same with that and that, because that takes all kinds of vanilla assets and makes them free. These rusted versions, I mean, yeah, they're neat, but I don't think they're worth spending money on. So I'm gonna give this one a 3 out of 10 star. I don't think it's really worth your hard-earned money, because you could accomplish rusted textures with a retexture pack that is probably free, and the extra assets it added are vanilla assets, which you can probably find in a free mod. Anyways, if you did enjoy the video and you do want to see more Fallout 4 content, do feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!